We're running and gunning and saying our thoughts, though we have different minds. At the same time, we bring the song to help your mind grow in the mental. Give knowledge with advice plus all essentials. So if you haven't heard, then act like you know. It's the Runner and Gunner Show. Runner and Gunner Show. The Runner and Gunner Show. Gunner.
What's up, Vato?
The Runner and Gunner Show is now about Vatos.
Whose toes?
Vatos.
That's right.
Nobody else knows but Vatos.
That's right. It is Monday morning.
Monday morning, everyone.
Time to rip.
Rip. Monday morning rips. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nothing like a Monday morning crack to get your Monday started. And this is the first Monday of June. Monday, June 5th. And we are here with the Runner Gunner Show 6. Sorry, yesterday was the 5th. Man, I'm still living in the past. I'm still living the past. Man, what a game last night.
Monday morning.
Wow. California, we're still in it. Don't worry. We got this. And so this Monday, beautiful, beautiful morning, we're going to talk a lot about the championship game that is going on. But not only that, we're going to get you guys into all the greatest video games that have ever been played by and licensed for the NBA.
That's right. Video games. Which one of you all out there plays some legitimate video games? And if you do play video games, what are your favorite video games? Go ahead and throw us a comment up on the new post on the Instagram channel that Runner and Gunner and I have. What, you didn't know Runner and Gunner's got ourselves an Instagram channel?
Yes, we do.
Well, go ahead and check that out and answer the question, folks. So, we're just saying up here, it's NBA time.
Wait a minute, we haven't talked about our TikToks that we do.
Oh, yeah.
Don't we even do little shorts now?
Yeah, you better watch those TikToks.
You guys got to check them out.
The Runner and
Look
Gunner
up Runner and Gunner.
TikTok.
We're on TikTok as well. We do little shorts promoting our show. They're very hilarious if you guys take the time. It's only about 30 seconds or less. Not 30 minutes or less like Domino's Pizza because we're quicker than that. But you guys will enjoy them if you check them out on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. So that's the bottom line, everybody. So, video games.
Video games.
All right. So we got all the video games in the world. We play every single video game ever. If you want us to play a video game that you think that we haven't played yet, we'll go ahead and play it, beat it, and unlock everything 100.
Everything 100%. We will get at it. We will start at 8 a.m. and stop at 8 a.m. the following day.
Yes.
Because that's how crazy we are going to get.
So dedicated we are.
Video games.
To telling you about the video games that we're talking about now. But today we're specifically talking about a specification of specificality.
Yeah.
And that means NBA games only.
And getting into NBA games, we're going to go straight to the source. I mean, we know there's a lot of NBA games that were from the past. You know, we know Atari made some. We know NES made some. We're going to skip all those and go to the greatest ones. We're going to start off with the first, NBA Jam. And that actually started as an arcade game. It was a 4-player. I think one of the first actually 4-player,
arcade game, yeah.
Yeah, where they had 4 different sections. I mean, Ninja Turtles had it also. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and NBA Jams, I think, were one of the only 2 that had it back in the day. So this is what, early mid-90s, something like that?
Yeah, like 93.
Yeah. And so this game was super popular if you were alive. If you weren't alive, we'll tell you about it.
Yeah. It was a super popular game. It was for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. They both were a little bit different than each other. If you had Super Nintendo 1, you were like, Sega Genesis sucks. And if you had the Sega Genesis version, you'd be like, Sega Genesis is so much better.
Yeah. So, yeah, people were going back and forth. This will come back to an older episode about the console wars, but we're not talking about the console wars. We're talking about comparing these 2 games. And their 2 versions were different, which was cool. So there are different separated versions of this game. There's an arcade. There's a Super Nintendo. There's a Sega Genesis. There is other different versions.
There's an emulated version. It's not even NBA Jam, but they've taken that exact formula and replicated it. They replicated the exact formula, and they make rip-off versions of NBA Jam. for the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis.
And they used to have codes back in the day. They have codes that could bring in the president. Yeah, Midway presented
codes.
NBA Jam.
So we put the codes in.
Yeah, the codes were cool. Yeah, they had codes. You could put your name in and keep records. See, this is what before it was hard to keep records back then.
Yeah.
Because the systems didn't really have a big save file.
Yeah, they didn't have
built
memory.
in. Yeah, it didn't have memory cards. This is before memory cards even, but now it's built into the systems. But back then, you would have it would save all your progress by typing in your name and your code. So you would have a name and you would put some numbers. So yeah, that's cool. It would be like some kind of 3-letter name.
Like a locker. It's like opening up a locker. You're like, what's my locker number? 11111.
Yeah.
What's your name? Abe. Abe 11111. Boom.
And then there it is.
You
got everything. You got 151 and 1 or 200 and 0, and you could be one of the greatest of all time. And then people would spend quarters and bring bags of quarters like they're doing tons of laundry. But instead of wasting all their laundry money, they would be playing this amazing arcade game. Because that's where it all started and that's where it all came from.
It's true. It's so true. I remember playing it on the arcades.
I used to spend loads of laundry money myself on it.
Oh, yeah.
So I would be wearing dirty drawers, but at the same time, actually playing a great game.
I preferred the Super Nintendo version.
And I prefer dirty drawers over
the Dirty Draws arcade version. But I didn't play it too much.
Over Clean Draws just to play arcade.
We need to go find one.
Yeah, they're hard nowadays.
They're find the NBA Jam arcade.
And we gotta we'll do a little YouTube.
Get 4 people.
We'll do a YouTube about it, and we'll get 4 people to come with us. We'll get 2 other guests.
Runner and Gunner versus
the other 2. It depends. You guys actually. We should do a raffle out there and raffle out somebody and give the 2 winners.
Get all the people who got the NBA Jam arcade and make them challenge each other to challenge Runner.
So listeners, give us your name and put it into our email address, which is
the Runner and Gunner Show @gmail.com.
And you get at us and we will bring you guys to challenge us. If you think you got the guts to beat us in the arcade version of NBA Jams, which we haven't even played yet, so you guys might even be pros at it and might whip us, but we will put it on YouTube and everybody, and we will be announcing at the same time, and you guys can say whatever you want, and it'll be amazing. Just remember to wear clean draws when you do it. Please don't waste all your quarters trying to compete and beat us, because we won't want those smelly people. If you do smell, sorry, you're canceled.
And also, we're showing our support for Harambe the Gorilla.
Harambe!
We'll be taking more donations after the show. If you want to go ahead and email us, we're taking donations for Harambe the Gorilla, who died by his cruel zookeeper owner.
Oh, man. Beat down with the zucchini?
Is for Harambe.
Oh, zookeeper. Oh, my bad. Harambe.
Harambe.
Cheers. Special shout out to Dr. Bombay.
Yep.
Who is the creator of Harambe, from what I heard. But no, in all seriousness, rest your soul, Harambe. Yeah. Moment of silence for Harambe.
Rock.
So his soul will live on and show with a show.
All right, everybody. It's that time where we come to a quick commercial break because commercials.
It's about that time that we gotta do these dang promotions. I know you guys hate it, but we gotta do them. I mean, we don't do them because we want to, but we have to in order to get paid.
You know what commercial pays us the most?
Don't get laid.
Porsche hands down pays us like
$200,000
per commercial.
But I got secrets.
Plus, like 80% of that is with residuals.
That is correct.
For creating Porsche commercials. You've seen our Porsche commercial. It's already got like 5,000 views.
¿Es that Porsche?
Did I say 5,000? I meant 5
billion views.
That's right, everybody.
So let us
go ahead and
get back to these, making these residuals, and we will be back right after these commercial breaks. Man, I'm chopping for something to eat. I'm hungry. You guys got any jerky? Whoa.
Hello.
What the hell, man?
I am Spike, the alien.
Who are you, man?
I told you I'm an alien.
Where'd the store go?
I am telling you that
man.
you have been captured by me in space.
I just wanted some jerky, eh?
Well, you're just in luck because we've also abducted this cow.
Oh, do you know what a cow is up here?
And you will eat it.
The cow like that?
Here you go. eat this couch.
Okay, here, man, don't hurt me. This is the best cow I ever tasted. It's from Vegas,
Yes.
Nevada. Wow.
Now go down to Earth
Where is
and
this?
tell your fellow friends about us.
It's alien jerky, all right. Gracias.
Alien Jerky, available in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Thank you to our sponsors out there, the Alien Jerky Company, and yeah, so let's get into this.
Steve
the NBA
Curry
championships are going
versus the
on,
Celtics.
and Steph Curry against the
Celtics.
Boston Celtics.
From Boston, Massachusetts. Not to get mixed up with Boston, Texas.
And I heard Tom Brady's going for the Celtics, so I don't know what you think about that.
I actually heard Tom Brady has voted for Giselle.
Yeah, of course he did. So on a side note, Tom Brady, what's his name? Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and the Buffalo Bills quarterback all played a round of golf together, and they televised it. This happened a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
But Tom Brady had said that he was going for the Boston Celtics. I think Patrick Mahomes is going for California.
Classic. Mahomes is new. Which reminds us, old versus new.
And so we're getting into
it.
Old
Versus
Celtics versus
new
Dynasty, which is the
Golden Nuggets.
The Golden Nuggets Warriors. and they're trying to make the Dynasty golden, you know, because in order to become golden, like the Lakers or the Celtics, these guys are trying to, like the Chicago Bulls, these guys are trying to
kind of already done it.
They have their own mini dynasty going, but if they win this one, they need to win, I would say, let's see, in the 20s, they would have to win at least three.
Right.
They'd have to win at least three to become an ultimate all-time dynasty. I think 3 more would put Steph Curry, up there with the greatest of all time, with some of the greats. Like we're speaking about LeBron James, we're speaking about Kobe Bryant, we're speaking about the GOAT Michael Jordan.
I want to see Steve Curry win 3 more championships.
If he could do it,
about you.
If he could do it, I would like to see that.
Yeah.
But I'm also a Lakers fan, so I would like to see the Lakers win every in-between championship besimes that. But if
I'm also a
win,
California fan, so I want to see any team from California
over
win.
Boston. I mean, I'm choosing them over Boston. I'm hoping they could pull this through over Boston, even though Boston's giving them a little bit of a time right now, because we seen the game yesterday. Yeah. It was a struggle for a minute, but, you know, we'll pull through. We'll get them. We will get them either way. I believe we can still get them no matter what.
Yeah.
Even though they beat us in game 1, we're still going to whip them. I hope.
This is what I think. If Steve
Curfew
doesn't
he looks like a little
win this championship this year, I think it's going to be very hard for him to win 3 more.
That's a bold. That's a good statement.
This one, I think it's very likely he'll win 2 more.
2 more, yeah, that is true, because it's much easier to win 2 more after this, after building this dynasty. And plus, if they give him this, you know, if not give him, but if he does, this isn't a give me, believe me. This is a rough, hard. This is one of the greatest NBA championships we're gonna see in a long time. But if he does pull it off, I agree that 2 more would put him up there in the top 5 of great. He's already number 1 in my book of greatest shooters of all time, but I'm talking about greatest of all time. Even though he won't be, I still think LeBron James is a little better because of his all-around game and everything else.
And he could probably win him in a fight.
But he would probably, that's true for sure. But he'd probably be the second best active player in the NBA.
But if Steve Curry wins 3 more, he is up there with LeBron James.
Yeah.
But that's a big if.
Well, if he wins this one and 2 more.
Yeah.
So that's
just
3.
3 more altogether, whatever.
Yeah. Because the Celtics, okay, so we're talking about old dynasty versus new dynasty.
Yeah.
In the 60s, these Celtics would roll all over everybody. In the 60s, I think they won 6 in a row championships. And this is true. So they did win
rundown of
6
the
in a row.
Of the Celtics real quick, Runner.
The 60s Celtics were the best ever, and the Celtics are a huge team. So if they win this championship, they will be tied with the number 1 team of most championships win of all time.
They're the first team ever, right?
They're the second second most in championships. The number one team in championships is a little team in Los Angeles called the Lakers. It's just the best dynasty of all time. But we're talking about the Celtics right now. So they will be tied with the Lakers.
Right? First team of NBA
to have the most championships.
I mean, from existence, right? NBA was in existence, and the Celtics were there.
Yeah, yes, they've been there since day one.
Are they?
But yeah, they're one of the old school teams. We'll say that they've been there a lot longer than because Lakers used to be in Minneapolis, moved to LA. But go ahead, you can ask the producers. I'll keep talking about it. So the Celtics. Hey, I got to bring it back to the Lakers. Showtime, baby. But let's talk about the Celtics. I know you guys love the Lakers, but let's talk about the Celtics. I mean, dang, the Celtics, they're pretty amazing, honestly. I still don't think they're as good as the big three when they had Ray Allen and KG, you know.
And Larry Bird.
Oh, Larry Bird was the greatest back then, man. Larry Bird he's probably the greatest Celtic
NBA player
of all time. Well, yeah.
He created
we're talking about white men.
Platform
he's the greatest.
That you could watch LeBron James and Steve Curry face off against.
And a lot of people don't know this, and a lot of people are going to get mad at this, but Larry Bird was one of the first creators of the famous fadeaway. I know Michael Jordan perfected it, and a lot of people think he invented it, but Larry Bird used to shoot it as well, and even other players in the 70s used to shoot it as well. But Jordan did perfect it, and I'm not taking anything away from Jordan ever. I still think he's the greatest of all time. But you know, the Celtics, they had a huge, huge dynasty. They were great in the 60s. They were great in the 70s. They were super great in the 80s again, giving the Lakers a run for their money. Showtime Lakers. In the 90s, they didn't do much. But in the 2000s, I think they did win a championship.
I got a scoop. So
here we go.
The producers have informed us. The Boston Celtics.
Thanks, guys.
Were created in Boston Garden Arena Corporation by Walter A. Brown.
Walter Brown.
They joined the NBA.
Walter Brown, shout out.
In 1949, even though they were created in 1946.
Uh-huh.
And then in 1950, Mr. Chuck Cooper was the awesome person of the day.
Chuck.
And Chuck Connors also was awesome.
Chuck Connors.
So the two Chucks. Raised Boston Celtics. And the rest is history.
And we can't talk about the greatest without Red. What's his last name? Red the greatest coach of all time. Red Archbach. Arkbach. He was the great. He's the one who led them to all those championships. He's the great coach.
1950, Arkbach.
Yeah,
so
and because it's still Bill Russell. It's still a debate because a lot of players will say, "Hey, you're wrong, runner." You know, Larry Bird is not the greatest. Bill Russell was better, and a lot of people will debate that because Bill Russell was the only one that could stop Wilt Chamberlain back in the day. So a lot of people are going to argue that, and it's a valid argument. So I mean, it's rough out there, but these Golden State Warriors. Now let's get to Golden State. Golden State Warriors are the new era. This is the new dynasty. We're talking about
2022.
We're talking about 2010s to now to current. And yes, they did get rid of Kevin Durant, and they're still great. They still won these championships. They haven't lit up at all. They didn't light up. They just moved forward. And if they, this is like Steve Curry. This is his chance for Steph Curry to do it himself. This is his chance for himself. He's trying to prove that he could do it without them, without the big stars. And the same thing goes for the Celtics. So it's weird because the two teams that loaded up this year were Brooklyn and Los Angeles Lakers. So those two teams loaded up, but yet the teams that didn't load up and still had all-around good players made it all the way. Tatum, Curry, Dotson.
Hey, everybody outside, listen up. This is the NBA talk. We got the freaking playoffs coming to a championship end with Steve Curry and Kevin Thompson leading the way. Not Kevin Thompson, but Thompson, Clay, Mr. One.
Clay all day.
Clay more. So what is he going to do versus the Boston Celtics? Cheers, everybody. It's the Boston Celtics.
Matter of fact, can you pass me a sip down there, please?
Yes.
Well, that's the producers. You guys got any more back there?
Well, we got a commercial break coming, everybody. And after these
so let me
commercial breaks, we're going to get more into this. We might even talk about more video games, and we might even talk about who's been in more video games, LeBron James or Steve Curry.
We got so much more for you guys and so much more information. Just you're going to stay informed with the Run and Gunner Show, because that's all we do is inform you and keep you guys tuned in and layered in with the layers of information we're going to throw on your brains. So you guys got to tune in and stay tuned quickly, and don't change the dial. After these commercial breaks.
I made this song, but I'm thinking of a car.
And even the great Beethoven knew that a Porsche would take you far.
I can imagine myself going over 150 miles per hour.
Sorry, Beethoven, we go 250 in 5.0 seconds with the V12 engine and the greatest specs you could expect.
The horses, they just can't go that fast.
Well, if you want to go and get blown out of outer space by a Porsche,
My immortal beloved, I will take the Porsche.
Porsche, better than a horse.
This is better than a horse.
Son of a gun.
Well,
People really do know my name.
don't they though? Especially when you've got
Gunner.
a crack right next to you.
I got a crack too, and I'm gonna pop it open for Monday.
Monday more cracks.
Monday.
Cheers, I got
Monday morning cracks.
So, to break it down, Bostonians, we're going to go back to video games for you guys really quick. And we're going to talk about what we think are our favorite games of NBA ever.
NBA 2K.
We could say 2K all day. But then, there is
We'd be missing out on so many.
Yeah, there's little side games that were so cool
I know.
that don't get expanded like that.
Yeah, they don't get exposure.
They don't get exposure. Like NBA Jams only had so much exposure.
And now the
that
emulators
new
kind of
people-
ruined that game because
Yeah,
you can't
they-
get the physics correct unless you play it on Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo.
or
actual
the
platform.
arcade version.
Or
So
the
you-
arcade, which
you-
we're looking for, everybody. If you got
Yeah.
one,
Remember,
Gunner wants to set
give
up a
us that
challenge with you
email.
guys.
Hit
Send
us
it to me.
up. You got to know that. So, anyways,
Anyways.
we're looking for that. Besides that, our favorite arcade games. I mean, our arcade,
NBA
NBA. It doesn't have to be arcade. It could be any
Just
platform,
NBA, yeah.
anything, anywhere.
Anything
That's very
NBA.
hard.
I like one that's called NBA Kobe Bryant courtside Nintendo 64.
N64 and PS1 also had it as well. I think maybe Xbox didn't have it. It wasn't around then.
I don't
But
think PlayStation
PS1,
had it.
It might have.
It
We'd
might
have to
have.
look
You're
into
right.
that.
You're right.
But-
You're right. We have to look
because
into
they were
that.
competing
Producers?
back then.
No, they said just leave it. The fans don't need to care.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody, NBA courtside.
NBA courtside, that's a cool game. They had different type of. Oh, I used to like a basketball game that has nothing to do with NBA, but it was basketball. It was NCAA basketball on PS2. I believe it was.
NCAA basketball.
Yeah, go look that one up. That one was cool because they had so many. They don't even make NCAA basketball anymore. They used to have it. We'll
I
break
know.
it down to March Madness and everything.
Thanks, EA.
But see, this was we're talking about NBA games, so I kind of drifted off for a second. But let's get back to it. So I'm still sticking with my guns.
I'm
which
gonna drop one
was-
on you, runner. You want to hear it?
Go for it.
Double dribble.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you're going way back. Cheers
there
to
it
that.
is.
Cheers to the mad
Double
thoughts
dribble.
of dopeness. Yeah.
I just
Double
remember there was
dribble.
a
All right.
weekend with me and my friend. He was like my sister's friend or my cousin.
Uh-huh.
I was little. I can't
Double
even remember.
dribble.
But there was someone who brought double dribble over, and he wanted to challenge me,
Double
and I
dribble.
wanted to challenge him too.
Challenge
and he was
accepted.
older than me, but I almost beat him. Like
You
that was
almost
the
took
game
him
that
down.
trained me.
All right, and another one was Larry Bird versus Michael Jordan. They had that actually had that game,
Oh, yeah.
and that was a one-on-one. That was the first one-on-one game that actually ever came out
There's-
in any
Is
platform
there
ever.
any more? Oh yeah, NBA
They
2K.
they have versions of it, but it was strictly
yeah.
one-on-one. There
Strictly
wasn't
one-on-one.
Yeah, it has like you have
What
options.
a perfect game, right?
Options of that. Yeah,
It's not a
Great games.
reality game. It's not
Mhm.
like a recreation game. It's not
Yeah.
like a life game. It's just one-on-one, you
Yes.
versus video games.
So if you guys got any other games out there that you would like to say from the NBA, just give us, you know what to do. We've been mentioning it many times, so email us and let us know.
Give us your
Let us
opinion,
know.
because the Runner and Gunner show is your show.
It's your show, and we just drop the facts, and we want to hear your opinions on the facts.
Well, we don't even want to know the facts.
And we
We're
don't
just
even
trying to have
drop
a good
facts.
time.
We just drop
sip to sip.
Yeah, sometimes facts, sometimes not. But sip it up.
All right, everybody.
Back to the championship. Who is going to win? We don't know yet.
Celtics?
Or Golden State Warriors. If you live in that Golden State, you better be going for that Golden State. I don't care how much you hate the Warriors. If you're Lakers, Clippers, whatever fan you are
San
in
Francisco?
California.
San Francisco Warriors?
San Francisco Warriors.
So I don't care how much you all out there hate Stephen Curry. But
Steve Curry.
I want you to know that he's a top champion.
And you still live in the beautiful
Yeah, and I don't want to hear how much you guys hate Thompson, but he's a great player
play
too.
all day.
And you know, you can go around and bash the Warriors as
can
much
bash
as
them
you
as
want, but that ain't gonna make you feel better, and that ain't gonna make your team win over the Golden State champions.
So let's go Golden State. We both want. I want Golden State. Who do you want in the final outcome? Who do you think's gonna win, and who do you want to win, or either or?
I think
It's a tough choice, to be
I
honest.
think that Golden State's
Tatum
gonna
is
win.
badass. I mean, we got Golden State. I agree. There it is. He said it. I
Runner,
agree.
you agree?
I agree. I actually agree. Because I live in the Golden State. How could I disagree?
How could I disagree?
We were
against
born and
California?
raised in California, right?
That'd be like disagreeing against the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. Even if the stupid Clippers win, I would still go for them.
Me
even
too.
though I'm not a stupid Clippers fan, but whatever.
Even if
I'm
the
not
stupid Clippers
capping
won
on
a
them.
championship, guess what? I'd rock a hat and be like, my team beat yours.
Right? As long as it was against somebody outside
Texas.
of California. Exactly.
Alabama.
Bama. Yeehaw.
New York. Just kidding. New York, Alabama, and Texas.
What does
I love
Boston
you.
have? We love Boston, but all they have is baked beans. What the heck do we have?
I love baked beans.
We have Hollywood.
I love baked beans.
We have California pizza. We have the home birth town of too many things I can't even explain. It's too
I'll tell
crazy.
you what we got.
The beautiful sunshine,
The
beautiful
ocean,
women.
Pacific.
I wish they could all be California girls, is what
And
I'm
the
saying.
girls. The California's
So-
got the best girls. Everybody knows it.
It's a true story. And
Everybody
it's a
out
true
there,
fact.
who's going to win? Who's going to win the
give us your
NBA's
opinions.
version
It's
of
gonna
the
be
Super
tough.
Bowl?
And it's going to be tough, and it's going to be a rough journey. But in the end, hopefully the best team shall prevail. Not hopefully, we know the best team shall prevail, but hopefully the best team is from a place where the streets are painted gold and you know.
And also, what's your favorite NBA video game? Is it NBA 2K20? Is it NBA 2K21?
21.
Is it NBA 2K22?
22.
Is it NBA 2K19?
25.
Is it NBA 2K18?
35.
Is it NBA 2K17?
58.
Which one is it? Just go ahead and email us, answer on our
Email
Instagram.
us and let us know.
That's what we're talking about on our Instagram. So just go ahead and follow us on
Yeah.
Instagram, and you'll get all these quirky jokes
And also, if you
and awesomeness
email us
and the
and
new
let us
revolution
know who you
of
guys
music
think
and movies right
is
here in your pocket.
going to win the championship, and let us know who's going to win that. And if you give us that, then we will respond back.
Appreciate it.
But now
And we'll
it's
respond
time to get into the best part of the show that
The
we
best part of the
love
show.
to call the
The 2-minute rundown.
So what is going down?
What is going down? I'll tell you what's going down.
MLB.
Otani and a Trout have managed to get themselves in like a
MLB.
12-day losing streak.
Win, lose, win, loss.
The two best players
The
in
best
the MLB
players.
are on the worst team. But I'm still with you there, Anaheim.
It's a
I'm
lot
an
of sorrow.
Angels
It's
all day
rough.
life. I bleed red.
Yeah, I love the Dodgers, and the Dodgers are still kicking butt. They just swept the New York Mets this past weekend, if you paid attention to it, and it was cool. They are kicking butt. Let's go Dodgers, first place team. We're still doing good. We are the favorite to win the World Series along with New York Yankees, so it might be an LA-New York rivalry this year in the World Series, but that's how it looks as of now. As long as we keep looking forward, steering forward, and keep hitting home runs and doing great, we will kick some butts.
I know what everybody's thinking, that it is hot, hot, hot. But don't you worry, because it is about to get even hotter. We're talking about Arizona temperatures. Not quite as perfectly dry, but just as California as you'd want it to be. We're over here. We got the beaches.
Hotter than Mercury.
We got Malibu. We got Venice. We got Santa Monica. We got Huntington.
Ladies, hit those beaches. Bikini time.
Bikinis.
Let's go.
We got San Diego. We got Mexico, baby. You want to go drink some tequilas?
Baja. Go hit those bars. Let's go.
So everybody, summer's coming up.
Yeah.
Get prepared.
One more thing. Congratulations to all the class of 2022 that graduated this week and last week. Cheers to you, class of 22.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. All right, everybody. We hope you have a great Monday. Remember, drive good about yourself. And say good things to yourself, because you are the key.
Fight that traffic, kick its butt. You are Rocky in traffic. You know what you're doing, and get home safe. Be yourselves. Show love, spirit, and harmony.
And remember to protect humanity. Everyone around you. Protect them, because there's way bigger things than men out there in the world. I'm talking like the ocean. I'm talking like volcanoes, earthquakes. Protect everyone, man. And remember, what you do comes back to you. So you might as well do something good.
Yeah.
And you get something good in return, and you could expect it. Expect good things when you do good things, everybody. Have a great Monday.
Have a great Monday. Peace and love.
God is with you. Forbid yourself from watching bad things and grow like a beautiful flower.
Thank you, guys, and peace and love. We love you. Man, I'm ready anytime. Let's go. Steadily showing them that we gotta smoke the hemp. Hey, yo, you got any hemp? Man, pass it to me. You got that grass? You got that grass shit?
I want it. No hemp.
I want it instantly. Pass it to me.
Pass it to me. Drugs, food.
I don't want that shit. I don't want it.
Yo, I see these couple of crackers outside my house, and I start to rough them up, suck them in the mouth, tell them to shut up, and they just kept bugging me like zombies from a zombie movie made in 2013. They keep busting me up. So you know what I did?
What did you do to them?
My homie Runner up. Runner, tell them what it's like to kill zombies.
I came out without a frown.
So and these fuckers were going down to the audience and put it into frame.
Wait, shotguns in their name. I once had my buddy Tone in the game. This is all true. I'ma tell you about who had to do it with the solvent and this fool. He was in his car. We were acting like we're freaking superstars. It was a little place in LA County. I kinda be a bounty because that was real. And my homeboy was telling me,
yo, the Runner and Gunner show will come pick him up.
The Runner and Gunner Show.
Yeah, it's good over there. That's what we're doing now.
Solid.
Runner and Gunner, not responsible for any injuries, postponements, or collateral that may occur during or post segments of our entirety of the show. You are now or have been listening to. We would like to add any involvement with similar subjects in the show are completely coincidental and may or may not be facts. We would also like to thank you, Lennox.